to this week's Time Travel Theory with your host Matthew Salzer, where I talk about various time travel franchises and how time travel works in those franchises. So let's get into this. So as you could tell from the title, we are going to be reviewing the Bill and Ted's franchise, where the whole premise is they are going back into history in order to accomplish various things. The first time in order to get an art project done, and the second time to avoid death. And here we are with this new one in which they have to figure out how to actually become a success because they're not doing very well. So for those of you who follow my channel, here's a very brief review of how things go in the time travel concept in entertainment. You have either the single timeline theory, where you're jumping from literally one point in the timeline to the next, in which you can create stuff like paradoxes, the butterfly effect, etc., etc. And then you have the dual timeline theory, where you are jumping not to another part in your timeline, but you're essentially creating an alternate timeline in which yours is unaffected, you're just gone, and you're going into a past version of the previous timeline. What we're going to go over is that Bill and Ted's is the former. Not just that, but they have the whole predestination paradox situation going, where you literally are interacting with yourself and from various points in the timeline. We can see that in the first one, where their literal future selves pop up in the convenience store parking lot where they are being briefed by Future Guy. That's another thing with the whole idea of the predestination paradox, is that the very future that they are interacting with is going to create the future that they are interacting with. It can be a little confusing, I know, especially when we're talking about a franchise that is not Terminator, where the two timeline theory is very prevalent. However, that's just it. I don't really know what else to say, but either way, Bill and Ted, the trilogy is finally being put together. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment down below what you think of not just this series, but Bill and Ted. Maybe if you'd like to see some other specific franchises reviewed, be sure to check out my Twitter and my Instagram. Subscribe to my Twitter and my Instagram, both at Matthew Salzer. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.